welcome the technical officials to court number 2. And now on court number 2, women's singles. Please welcome from China, Wang Xishan. And she's facing from Denmark, Lina Geffels. The umpire is Matthias, and the service judge is Peter Miss.
So 3 of our 5 matches concluded, and all 3 in straight games. The next 2 matches, doubles, men's doubles first, then mixed doubles, and of course both those matches involving qualifiers. As far as the men's doubles is concerned, it's Liu Cheng and Lu Kai who've had to come through the qualifying. They're up against the reigning world champions, Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan. And of course, in the mixed doubles, it is the Japanese pair who've come through the qualifying stage. Well, 3 courts in action, as you can see. But our next match involves the world champions, Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan, and the number 2 seeds, the beaten finalists from 2 years ago, up against the qualifiers, Liu Cheng and Lu Kai. Well, there's just been great excitement on one of the adjoining courts. Here is the Destination Dubai rankings in the men's doubles. The number 2 and 3 places swapped round after the Korean Open because the defending champions here at the Denmark Open, Fu Haifeng and Zhang Nan, reached the semi-final in Seoul. And of course the winners in Seoul are the number 1 pair because they've been in 5 finals this year, winning 3 of them. And winning the Korean Open was in fact 2 titles in 2 weeks, having won the Japan Super Series event the previous week in Tokyo. So this the men's doubles, the section of the draw. And as you can see, obviously with the Indonesians being the number 2 seeds, this is the bottom section. And also in this section, you can see the Russian combination, the reigning European champions of Ivanov and Sozanov. And they'll have to play against the World Championship bronze medalists, Endo and Hawakawa from Japan in their second round match. But of course, our match from that bottom quarter of the draw. Well, let me tell you about that drama on court number 2, women's singles. Michelle Lee of Canada came from 12-19 down in the 3rd game to eventually win it against Okuhara, who won the Japanese Super Series recently.
Now on court number 1, men's doubles. Please welcome from China, Liu Cheng and Lu Kai.
So the qualifiers, Liu Cheng and Lu Kai. This is only their 4th ever tournament together. But of course, their first ever tournament together, they reached the final of the Australian Super Series. What a way to start a partnership. But this is a tall order, because here are the world champions, Mohammad Ahsan and Hendra Setiawan. Won the world title for the 2nd time on home soil in Jakarta in August. And of course, they have the remarkable record of being undefeated as a pair in World Championships, because they won their first time that they played together in the World Championships in Guangzhou in 2013, and then couldn't defend their title due to a back injury to Mohammad Ahsan in Copenhagen last year. So 2 World Championships played as a partnership, 2 gold medals won. They've been in a final here as well at the Denmark Open. That was 2 years ago. Well, there is, we had a quick glimpse of Liu Cheng. Perhaps better known for his mixed doubles with Bao Yixin, with whom he won a silver medal at the World Championships in Jakarta. And also a semi-finalist here, of course. Last year in the mixed doubles, Liu Cheng. So the Chinese pair, Liu Cheng 23, Lu Kai turned 23 11 days ago. And so there are a couple of youngsters, both of them tall, strong athletes, Chinese pair battling their way through the qualifying. There we are. And they're an indication that they only formed their partnership earlier this year. 3 previous tournaments, but reaching the final of the Australian Super Series, where they lost out to Lee Yongdae and Yu Young-sung. But in the quarterfinal, beat the former world champions, Go Sung-hyun and Shin-baek Chol. Well, as I say, they've come through the qualifying, and they had to play the talented youngsters from Denmark, Anton Sun and Sogo Mortensen. And then a pair from Chinese Taipei, going the full distance in that 2nd qualifying match. But what a good result against Komura and Sonoda of Japan in the first round of the main draw yesterday for the Chinese combination. As for the world champions, the number 2 seeds, number 2 in the world ranking, they have been as high as 1. They spent 38 consecutive weeks as world number 1 from about this time last, I don't mean last year at all, I mean November 2013 until August last year. Their win-loss record for the year, 3 finals from 10 tournaments played, won the Malaysian Super Series and of course the World Championships, and beaten finalists at the Asian Championships in Wuhan. In fact, they had 2 match points in the final of that Asian Championships before eventually losing to Lee Yongdae and Yu Young-sung. Well, we're looking at the matches road to final from their opponents. I can tell you that their only match against the Polish combination of Adam Svitolina and Przemysław Wacha of Poland dropped the opening game 11-21, won the second 21-16, and the deciding game 21-17. It was only 42 minutes the Indonesians needed to win those 3 games. My goodness, aren't our court officials having a busy day? They seem to be on a rotation here on the evening session. We've seen both of them in previous matches. Now, not surprisingly, this is the First meeting between these two pairs, with the Chinese pair only playing their 4th ever tournament together. Well, I suppose in a way, Steen, the Chinese are a bit of an unknown quantity. As a men's doubles pair, of course, they both gained experience, having played tournaments previously, both of them having played with Kai Yun.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to bring on the players and gain experience in world terms with a former world champion and reigning Olympic champion. And now they've been teamed together, and that immediate success in Sydney at the Australian Super Series, I mean, that was extraordinary, wasn't it?
Yeah. We sometimes see that new combinations, when they're formed by two strong players, they have some immediate success, and then it sort of slows down a little bit as people after the first couple of tournaments get a better feel of how to play against them, look at some video and get a better plan. But interesting to see this match here, because I'm really curious to see whether the Chinese can match the Indonesians in the service situation. We've seen Ahsan and Setiawan, they play so well in the service situation, but they've struggled against the compatriots of Liu and Lu, Fu Haifeng and Jiang Nan. Losing record against that pair. So will their younger teammates be able to challenge the Indonesians?
Oh, nice. Yeah. Half smash first of all, and the winning smash down the centre of the court. Look at the angle of this from Mohammad Ahsan. That's phenomenal, isn't it?
It's interesting that you said that, Jill, that they played 3 games in the first match, but it only took 42 minutes. So they're not playing long rallies.
No.
If there's long rallies, then it's a mistake. Then they don't stick to the tactics well enough.
Hendra Setiawan. 31 years of age now. Setiawan, his partner 28. Setiawan, incidentally, 4 finals here at the Denmark Open. 3 with Marcus Kido. And with Marcus Kido, won the title in 2008, beating Fu Haifeng and Cheng.
Yeah.
After the Olympics of 2008, Kai Yun and Fu Haifeng both split, younger partners. Then they came back together again, refreshed, and of course won the gold medal at the London Olympics.
Interesting to see if we get to see Kai Yun on the coaching chair.
Yeah. Do you think we will?
I think it would be a no-brainer. I mean, can't imagine him not being a good coach.
Oh, I don't question that at all. My immediate thought was he's been travelling so extensively for so many years.
Exactly.
He's got a wife and a young daughter.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to be travelling as much, that's the only question mark in my mind. Goodness me, I'd like him on my coaching bench.
Yeah. Also, if you're really, really famous, then perhaps you want to see if there's other opportunities. You can do something else than badminton.
Yeah.
If your name can sort of give you a career outside of the sport.
Yeah. Well played. Well, of course, Tae-Yoon's wife was an Olympic medalist in synchronized swimming. So, I mean, there's great sporting tradition there in the family. And, you know, I gather she's coaching now. So if she's travelling coaching, I mean, there's a question of looking after the daughter. Yeah, but who's going to look after the daughter?
Yeah.
We can surmise all we want. Well, if Tae-Yoon is watching this, he'll be mightily happy with his young teammates. 10-7 the advantage, and it's all in double quick time, isn't it? 5 minutes of play. Oh, rally. So it is the qualifiers, the youngsters, who have the advantage, a 3-point advantage here in the opening game.
Kalau di depan jangan terlalu maju, dia jarang net panjang-panjang terus turun-turunnya, ya. Itu satu. Kedua, kalau dari posisi kiri kanan kiri, kalau bisa setengah mainin aja gitu. Ya, jangan dibuka, angkat. Kalau dia melintir sekali angkat.
Cheng has definitely not taken up coaching yet because he's playing in China Open with Luke Hai. He's entered into the tournament, so I suppose you're right that he's just cutting down on the travel, playing tournaments
More
in
selective.
Asia.
Yeah.
And in Hong Kong as well. So the next two Super Series, there's a comeback for Tae-Yoon.
Yeah. Oh, yes. He's a tall man, is Lu Kai.
Very powerful attack from the Chinese men's double. So very tall players, able to play very fast. Very convincing victory over Sonoda and Kimura yesterday. And they are able to play fast, the Japanese pair.
Yeah. No, I don't think he meant to leave that, but it was a good miss.
Yeah.
No, there really isn't much of a sense of urgency from the Indonesians at the moment, is there? Trying the old trickery around the back there. That was better attacking play from the world champions.
Excellent placement there. Exactly where I'd like it to be placed, on the inner sideline, so there's no risk at all of creating a mistake.
Yeah, well taken. Yeah, well, he is magnificent going forward. Is Hendra Setiawan. Reads the game so well. Yeah, now there's a little more urgency, isn't there, and a little more concentration from the world champions. Oh, that's landed in. And that was a misjudgment from Cheng. And all of a sudden, there's just 2 points in it. 1 of 5 straight points. Here's my interesting little factoid about the Chinese players here. Both of them World Junior Championship medalists in the mixed doubles with Ahsan. 2009, Lu Kai, bronze medal. And then a year later, of course, Cheng winning the gold medal with Ahsan.
Wow. That was extraordinary. He returned that with a forehand, almost over his left shoulder.
Lu Kai. Oh, Lu Kai.
Just before that, on the net.
Oh, my goodness me. How quick was that to play that winning smash from this man, Mohammad Ahsan.
And like 2 minutes ago, the Chinese pair seemed to cruise to victory here in the first game.
Yeah, 15-8 up. They've won now 8 of the last 9 points, the world champions. Nine of the last 10 points as they just ease into the lead.
And one of the things is that, I mean, you can't start discussing at 10-16 what is actually going wrong, because nothing is going wrong. You're just going to play on. We see a lot of pairs, if they fall behind six points, they start, hey, we need to change something and so on. And of course, they change perhaps a little bit, block it a little bit, maybe one shot before they would have, but they're not bothered at all.
70-80.
So it's suddenly got all fast and furious, hasn't it?
Hey. Play a lot to the forehand side of the Chinese pair. Does Ahsan and Setiawan.
gone long. Good judgment.
Challenge.
Well, challenge here. I think that's a wasted challenge. I thought that was clearly long.
I thought that in the beginning, but
Oh, and now I'm not so
no,
sure.
no, exactly.
Well.
I think it still might be out, but it was only by a whisker.
Yeah. Well, Hawkeye leaps into action to adjudicate for us. Here we go. Yeah, it's in.
Yeah.
What a great challenge. There you are. Just as well we got Hawkeye. Can't rely on me.
No.
18-19.
And how important was that? Instead of giving away 3 match points.
Yeah, it's a great return of serve, though.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, here are those game points. 2 of them. And the one is squandered.
Well played by Lukai. He was immediately moving towards the net, almost before Setiawan had hit that shot.
Yeah, hitting and moving at the same time.
Hitting and moving at the same time, yeah.
Yeah. So 20 all, extra points required.
Oh,
It's gone long. So a 3rd game point opportunity now for the world champions. Oh, that's going well wide. My goodness me.
Service over. 21 all. Service over. 22.
So game point number 4. Oh my goodness. What on earth? Talk about fast and furious. Really played at 100 miles an hour. Oh, how did he get that back? Oh, well taken and well played again from Lu Kai. Again, hitting and moving forward. So having just saved 4 game points, now the qualifiers from China have a game point themselves.
Service over. 23 all.
23 all. So a second opportunity now. Take this opening game for Liu and Lu. It's gone long, and indeed they have. Oh, there's a challenge. There's a challenge here from the Indonesians.
Setiawan challenges called out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
well out.
way out.
My goodness me. That is
Chinese
a-
coach Zhang Jun, he also called it, standing up from his chair and signaled it out.
Now the 2-minute timeout will only start from when Hawkeye makes the decision.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite obvious. We could see from our replay
Challenge unsuccessful.
that
Game.
in badminton terms was not even close. So, opening game,
Game won by Liu Cheng, Liu Kai, 25-23.
25-23, confirms the umpire.
Kalau si
20
itunya
minutes
yang
of
kecil
play.
apa? Luceknya ditembak, defense-nya agak bagus di sini. Kalau mau tembak kanannya atau incer si lukainya agak kurang. Dia incer dulu tembak ke si Luceng kan baliknya lurus, baru tembak pindahin ke itunya. Ahsan, ya, sama ngatur jangan terlalu nafsu, bang. Bolanya agak pelan, ceplik dulu apa semua, ya. Oke, coba lagi ya, coba servisnya agak digeser dikit, San. Agak digeser, panjangin, kalau nggak sekali-sekali sama si itu di lob aja, sama lukainya ngelop. Kalau si Luceng di lob dia agak bagus, ya. Terus kalau di belakang nggak mesti kenceng terus, ceplik dulu aja, atur pelan-pelan sabar, oke? Ya, yo. Belakang jangan pressing nggak panjang. Servisnya agak dorong dikit, agak panjang dikit. Ayo, coba lagi ya.
So the players back on courts. But extra time because, of course,
Court one,
it was
20 seconds.
pending that Hawkeye decision before the 2-minute timeout started.
Second game. Double. Play.
I'm getting to like Lu Kai in this men's doubles role very much. And I think that he's got more freedom in this partnership with Liu Cheng. I've watched, of course, as you have, Lu Kai playing with Taiyun. And it's Taiyun that likes to go forward.
He likes to go forward
to
in
the
that
net.
combination. Actually, when he plays with both of these players, he's the net player.
Yeah.
Or the one seeking the net. And I think this could develop into a really, really good combination over time.
Yeah.
Service over. 2-all. Three, two.
Great service from Liu Cheng. Just changing the position a little bit so it hits Setiawan between his right shoulder and his head. Leaves his racket in an awkward position for the return.
3-2.
Oof, that must have been close.
Yeah. I would have liked to see a replay of that one.
Just get the sense that the Indonesians have been rushed.
Yeah.
They don't feel comfortable with
No.
the pace.
And I think they're getting a little bit of their own medicine, because it's really dangerous to lift to this Chinese pair.
Service
Oh.
over.
Fault called.
4-6.
Well, I'd love to see that again.
Yeah.
Here we go.
We couldn't really see it from
No.
that position.
Service over. 7-4.
But that's again one of the situations that we've. There it is. That's a close decision. I'm not sure I agree
No,
with
I'm
that.
not.
But,
I'm not convinced by that. But there we go.
but we appreciate that the umpire has a very, very short time to make a decision in. But it's one of the situations where you actually make a good mistake, because you signal to the opponents that, hey, don't play it short, because I'm there. I'm
Yes.
going to close it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like the idea there.
9-5.
oh,
he
his
broke,
racket.
his racket had broken.
That's why.
That's why he was blocking and running
yeah.
forward. But I still like the idea.
Yeah. And it's going to be a
No,
battle
where
for
is
the
it
front
broken?
court. I just won another. Yeah.
Oh, service fault called above the waist.
6-9.
Wide.
Service over. 10-7.
This match feels disjointed to me.
Yeah.
It's got no
Yeah.
real rhythm, no
No,
flow
no.
to it.
But that's I
That's
mean,
men's doubles.
That's the Indonesian tactics.
Yeah.
No rallies, please.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
you
then
did-
they rely on that they can win like 54% of the short rallies, and that's
Yeah.
enough to win 21-19, 21-18.
Yeah.
Ya, bolanya
But-
dia
but
si Lukai nyodoknya
I
dia
feel
kan
that
panjang-panjang terus,
they're a little bit
bagus
stressed
tuh,
that
Jadi
they're
kalau
unable
bisa,
to
kalau
lift,
umpamanya
and
itu dua kemungkinan,
they're being
berdirinya
challenged
agak
in
mundur
the
dikit, satu, kedua, lepas.
front
Dia
court
dari belakang
game.
ngambil ngatur lagi. Hah? Ya, cobain dia di itu terus dicobain nolopnya, cobain lagi usaha. Ya San, siap ya. Terus sama servisnya sekali-sekali di itu San dirubah di lob dulu atau digeser dulu sih. Agak panjang dikit San.
Amongst the other players and the coaches, it's widely recognized that Ahsan and Setiawan are really, really lethal when you play them in windy conditions, where it's hard to play precise, where you can't really keep the right length on your defense,
Light.
because you have a drift going with you, or their attack is coming a bit harder because they have the drift going with them. We don't really have these conditions here in Odense. Not a whole lot of wind, if any at
No.
all.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah.
And I don't see the Indonesians winning this from a defensive position.
No.
7.
You've got to get the attack from the service situation.
Yeah, Cheng Jun. I think this Denmark Open is one of the few tournaments that he never won a title.
Okay.
12.
Yeah. Double Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, in the mixed doubles with Gao Ling. What a partnership that was.
False.
Oi.
9-12.
Total miss hit. And could this be one of the same situations as in the first game, down 10-16, where they suddenly get some quick points out of nowhere?
Service over. 13-9.
Oh, look at that again.
Oi.
Oh, my goodness. Intercepted the difficult one, the round the head, and then missed what appeared to be the easier one. Look at that. Look at that reaction.
13.
Well, maybe it was the slower pace that was totally deceiving, because the Chinese have been playing such intense pace that they're in the rhythm of the fast exchanges. Play it slower, they can't get the timing right. Oh, my
Oi.
goodness.
He mistimed that as well.
Yeah.
I was just thinking whether it benefits Liu and Lu that they're both playing the mixed doubles. That they can actually challenge the Indonesians in this front court play, that you actually play a lot of in the mix because you want to outmaneuver the male-female combination.
Service over. 11-14.
What a great serve.
Yeah.
Service over. 15-11.
Oh, service fault called again.
Service over.
Second time he's being called for striking the shuttle.
And the second
Above the
time in a
waist.
row. And that's a little bit disturbing.
12-15.
Oh, I'm quite right too.
Yeah.
Well, not that I've been trained as a service judge, but, you know, that does look high to me. I know we've discussed it many times,
Yeah.
Steen.
Oi.
Good defence.
Excellent defense.
Yeah.
Service over. 16-12. Service over. 13-16.
Prompt reactions from Cheng Jun. Not sure what he shouted. Or actually, I had no clue what he shouted. But, it sounded very distinct.
Yeah.
Net.
Well, the umpire's going to have a word with Lu Kai now. Yep, don't delay.
Please welcome the
Good
technical
umpiring.
officials to the court.
And that is the issue with the tour athletes, isn't it? The smash into the body, can't get out of the way to give yourself the freedom to play the shot with those long levers. Very difficult indeed.
And now on court number 2, men's singles. Please welcome.
Oh, that's fantastic play.
Well, you say this Chinese combination will be a great pair for the future. I think they're looking pretty hot right now.
Racing from China, Lin Dan. The umpire is Dick Demes, and the service judge is Christian Hill.
Oh, yes.
Service over. 15-17.
He's very deep in his defensive stance initially there, Lukai.
Service over. 18-15.
Well, all credit to the Chinese pair because, I mean, you made the comment earlier that you didn't think the Indonesians were going to win from a defensive position. And the Chinese pair have really forced that on them.
They played really well, not this rally here, but they played really well in these flat exchanges, not just playing fast, but also looking for the areas where there's some free spots.
Yeah.
Oh,
17-18.
this
Good
time
serve.
we got it.
Yeah.
So gained speed by hitting the net. It's really hard to see from here.
Oh,
Well
yes.
placed.
Yeah, back level.
18-all.
Oh, that was a high service. Not illegal, but high over the net.
Yeah. Oh, delightful.
19-18.
First of all, reading that first one, and then look at that. Seeing the space, just calmly guiding the shuttle for the outright winner.
Service over. 19-all.
Missed it, it's gone long. Well, match point opportunity for the qualifiers from China. Ugh. I was confident to leave that. I'm not sure I would have had the nerve.
Let's see if we get it on. Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
You would have left it as well.
So, as with the opening game, 20 all and extra points required. But the error on serve means that it's a second. Yeah, some way from being a good serve. Second match point opportunity for the Chinese pair.
Oy.
Service over. 21 all.
Well, surprised when it wasn't a broken racket that he was allowed to go and towel off at this stage of the match. Oh. Yeah, that's a nice block again and follow forward from Lu Kai. And once again, it makes the difference. Look at that. Changes the defensive play into attacking play and the opportunities. So will it be third time lucky for the Chinese pair? Third match point opportunity.
Yeah.
They've done it. It is third time lucky. 25-23, 23-21. 41 minutes. And the qualifiers are in the quarter-final.
Cheng, 25, 23, 21.
Well, all credit to the young Chinese pair. Good attacking style, paying dividends. And there is confirmation. 25-23, 23-21, beating the number 2 seeds and world champions. So through to the quarter-final, where they'll play either the European champions, Ivanov and Sozonov, or Endo and Hawakawa from Japan.